Now by our pal Vince from the Rotary Club of Fort St. John. How's it going today, Vince?
It's going great. Sunny day. It's beautiful out. So
Yes, and just over a week out from the annual Rotary Drive-Thru Breakfast, which we've been talking about for months now, it feels like, and we're finally almost there. I thought we'd start with this today, what it's really all about. Now, we love fresh sandwiches in the morning on our way to school. That's wonderful. It's fun for me, and it's fun for you and everyone who's involved in it. But the event's really about the money raised, which is going to go back into the community. And this time, you guys are planning to use it to kind of rejuvenate all the many wonderful projects you've used money in past annual Rotary drive-thrus to build. Is that correct?
that's correct. That's correct. I mean, Rotary, the Afternoon Club Rotary Fort St. John has been around for going on 60 years. It'll be next year.
Wow.
So a lot of money has been raised and put into the community by our local organizations, our local businesses, and the fundraising efforts of everybody locally. So this year we're rejuvenating the current projects that we've invested in and the community's invested in previously. Rejuvenation of the CDC play center that they have there. There's some things that could be replaced and touched up. Gail and Dudley Wagner room in the North Peace Seniors Housing Society, Skate Park, Spray Park. We have a lot of things that the community's put money into that is getting a lot of heavy use. And we want to make sure that it's continued to be used for the next 20, 30 years as well. So put some money back into those projects within the Peace, the North Peace.
Okay. Is that going to include, and I don't know if you know this yet, but a new coat of paint, for example, is one way to rejuvenate. But if maybe there's something to be added on, maybe there's something to be replaced and maybe made better or whatever. And is that sort of all included in this sort of idea behind the rejuvenation?
Yeah, basically what we'll do is we go to each one of these organizations and see kind of what they think, because they would know better than us. We could say you need a coat of paint, and they could say we could rebuild these stairs that go into the playground because they're falling apart. So we'll definitely touch base with them, see what they need, what their recommendations are, and then go forward and do the best that we can to make sure that we get everything we can done for them. So it may not be all of them, so to speak, but we do want to make sure that we're looking at each and every specific project that we've done to make sure that it is at the top of its a life still.
I see. Okay. Very cool. Well, let's get back to the bare bones of this. Again, it's 7 to 10 on September 8th over at the Safeway parking lot. You can make pre-orders if you want to buy a lot of these breakfast sandwiches, or you can just drive through with your family kind of on the day of. Tell us what you're getting for a minimum donation of $10 on the day of.
So for $10, you're getting a reusable grocery bag, which we all need nowadays because there's no such thing as a grocery bag in stores. You're going to get a hot off the grill ham, egg, cheese on a brioche bun sandwich with some granola, fresh fruit, bottle of water. If you drive through, Canadian Grind will be on site handing out coffees as you come through, so you can get a free coffee with Canadian Grind as well. And then it's some swag from our sponsors that they've given us to put in the bags as well.
Absolutely. Yeah. And I should say it's not it's not some Luddite radio guy, me, cooking them. It's 2 Red Seal chefs, so these are like top of the line breakfast sandwiches.
You bet. Well, we try to keep all the eggshells out of them. I think there is one employee that works with me over at Ideal, and Kenny, I think for 3 years, he's been the one that has gotten the eggshell every time. So I told him this year I'll try not to. But with me and Don doing it, we're pretty good at keeping them out. So
wonderful. All right, and then I mentioned pre-orders. Again, we're getting close to the day, so pre-orders are really designed for if you want to buy for your office or your entire friend group, if it happens to be that, or whatnot. That's what that's for. So tell us about that.
You bet. So the pre-orders, we are sitting at about 750 a week out. We're going bigger than we were last year at this time, which is nice. So we have about 1,300 pre-orders. So for groups that want to order for their office and can't get it, we can deliver anything over 10. If you want to just treat your team and order some breakfasts, you can do that. We've also had in the past and every year people purchase 10 or 20 bags and send them to the RCMP station or the ambulance services or just a local organization that people appreciate. So
absolutely. Very cool. All right, and we get to our final and favorite part of this, which is where you thank all the sponsors and community members who've already stepped up to be a major part of making this happen.
You bet. Yeah, without the sponsors, it would definitely not be as successful as it is. So sponsors like Action Property, Bold Promotions, Bounce, Butler Farm Equipment, Bronze Flooring, the Canadian Grand's on site helping us out with some coffees, Canadian Tire, CSN Collision Centers, DGS, Astro Paving, Parking. Of course, Dan Davies has been a great sponsor of this. EPSCAN, the Chamber of Commerce of Fort St. John, Fort Motors, GFL, Ideal Office Solutions. We've got Leah French, McSuds. Moose is always the top one of us helping us out. We've got The Move, MMP, Murray, Pat Supplies, Pim's Productions, Sangel, Signworks has joined this year. Peter's been fantastic. Sterling Management, Techmation, Wolverine Automotive, and Alaska Highway News. Breathe. But you know what? I like that running out of air when we're talking about sponsorships. It shows that the community is so big on giving back, and that they believe in Rotary and the projects that we do for our community, and they see the benefits of it. So
absolutely. Nice. Well, it's a fun and wonderful annual event. I look forward to it every year. I know many people around here do, because again, that breakfast is so good. Again, September 8th, 7 till 10 a.m. in the Safeway parking lot. It's the annual Rotary Drive-Thru Breakfast. Bring your $10 donation. Buy yourself some lunch on the way to school, on the way to work, whatever it happens to be, and you will make your day and a day of other community members better by doing so. Vince, always lovely to have you here, and I guess we'll see you next week at the breakfast.
You bet. Thank you very much.
This community interview is supported by your Member of Parliament, Bob Zimmer. Stop by his office in Fort St. John at 9916 100th Avenue and in Dawson Creek at 10420.